I'm going to show you the basics of how the Comic Creator works. Here we have a 3-panel comic. If you wanted to change it to 2, you would go in the lower corner and you could change the option so it's a 2-panel display, 3 or 4. I'm going to stay in this down in this corner here. You can choose your background. The red square around will show you which block you are working on for your comic. Your characters. You have a variety of characters that you can choose from, so it makes it really fun. And each of these characters has their own expressions. They change. So let's say I want to use the crazy scientist, okay? So I click on the scientist and he goes into this selection window. I use my arrows to scroll through and pick the expressions or the design that I want. I want to use this. So I'm going to go ahead now and click on the selection window, and you can see my crazy scientist shows up in my panel. So I can move him around. So if I want him, to be different places in the square. These are my tools over here. If I need to flip him around, I'm going to choose flip, and then I click on him, and then he turns. So if I want to have him, facing a different way, so maybe I put him over here, I can do that. I like him actually this way. I can delete. If I don't like him, I choose delete, and then I click on what I want to get rid of. All right, so let me put him back. I'm going to move him around, and I can scale. So what that does is it lets me zoom in, or out. So if you wanted to give some perspective, make him like he's far away, or if he's really close, you can do that. All right, so there's my guy. I want to make him talk, so I can click on Talk Balloons, and it's going to bring up, again, some choices. And you can see the direction of the call-out changes and the size changes. I'm going to go ahead and choose, let's go with this one. Then I move it, and I can start typing what I want my guy to say. So it is... let's put in that moment you realize a 6th grade science fair might not, I'm out of room, so that's not going to work. So delete. I'm going to go back and get the bigger one and make sure it's facing the right way. Now, let me move him up here. Move him over. Okay, here I go. That moment when you realize having a 6th grade science fair might not be a good idea. Okay, so I've got my callouts there. There are other things you can select. So there's poof, pop, bam, zing. So if you wanted to use some onomatopoeia in your, in your comic, you could certainly do that. So there's a butterfly, lots of different, little things that you can scroll through. So let me go back here, and we'll grab, how about, we'll do bam. Okay, there's my bam, and then let's scroll over. Let me grab my guy that I want. There he is. And again, going through, you can see there's different options for him. I go here, and we're going to flip him. Let me get my thought balloon. Let me do delete. This is the one I want. Let's see. Great thought, Einstein. Okay, so there we have it. Then they also have here panel prompts, so if you wanted to show time lapse, you've got some options there as well. Okay, when you are all done, Make sure you name your comic, Science Fair, you put your name, and then you will go ahead and press next. Now it's at this point that you're going to want to screen and capture. And on your Chromebook, there is a symbol above the number 6 that you're going to use. So you will use Control Shift and then that special key. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you some crosshairs so you can select your comic. That's what you're going to want to do there. Then you can paste your document or drag it from your downloads. I hope you have fun with the Comic Creator.